and welcome to another episode of James Chats with, the show where I, James, sit down and chat with a friend. It's pretty self-explanatory. Today, I have none other than Tessa Netting. How's it going?
Hi, James. I'm excited to be here on your show.
I'm excited to have you. So for the viewers at home who do not know who you are, why don't you just give them a quick little rundown?
Okay. Hello, viewers at home. My name is Tessa Netting. I am a huge fangirl, nerd, geek. Harry Potter is my favorite thing in the entire world. I make Harry Potter inspired videos on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tessa Netting. I'm an actor. I love lots of things, lots of nerdy things, as you do as well, and that is why we are friends.
That's why we get along so well.
It is, yeah, because we both like Harry Potter, Star Wars, Doctor Who, all the fandoms.
All of them.
All the things.
They're all good.
Yeah!
So for the people that are new to the show, I have a couple questions of my own, and then I have some Twitter round questions from you, the viewers. So what do you say we just jump right into this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so now, you've been in a lot of things. You've done many things.
Yeah.
All right, you've been on Broadway, you've been on the Disney Channel, and you're successful on YouTube. So of those three things, what would you say has been your favorite?
Oh, okay. That's a very hard question because they're very distinct things, different things. But my favorite thing would probably have to be what I'm doing now, just because I was personally in control of that thing, and so the success is that much more satisfying because I sort of made it that way, because when it's an acting role, it's like the role happens to fit with you, so it's like a good match, so there's a lot of luck involved, there's a lot, like, there is skill, but it's still, like, what I'm doing now is a result of hard work and surrounding myself with Harry Potter fandoms, what I'm passionate about. It's like, that's a dream. I didn't even know that was a job, that this could be a job. So that's why, that's like my favorite thing. But those two other experiences, being on Broadway and being on Disney Channel, those were dreams that I had growing up. Like, that was the goal. That was my ultimate goal, especially Broadway. Like, that to me was magic. Like, that was real life magic. Yeah. And then when the show Billy Elliot came along, it was just a perfect match, and it was one of those experiences, like being in an original cast of a show, getting to originate a role, getting to work with Stephen Daldry, who is such an incredible director, and Elton John, and doing like the Thanksgiving Day Parade, opening night, the Tony Awards. It's like, it's unreal. It's one of those things where it's, when you're in it, it feels incredible, and just the stage rush, like the adrenaline rush of being on a Broadway stage every night is incredible. Like, it's undescribable. So that experience will forever just, you know, be one of the top experiences in my life. Actually, one of the top moments of my life was when Billy Elliot won the Tony Award for Best Musical, and I got to run on stage with everyone else, and just like, and I was standing next to one of the Billies, and his name was David, and I was just like looking over, and he was just like, he was a kid, and he was just like bored, and I'm just like looking at him like, this is amazing, like, David, aren't you excited? And he's like, oh yeah, and he like hands me his Tony Award, because he just won like a Tony Award for Best Actor, hands it to me, so I'm like holding a Tony Award like on stage at the Tonys. I'm like, ah! And I look over to my other fellow castmate, another David, and we're just like freaking out together, like savoring this moment. And it's like, that's one of those moments where you're just gonna remember for the rest of your life. So Broadway's special in that way. And then Disney Channel was another thing where I loved Disney growing up. Like, I loved watching all the Disney Channel shows, like That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, like that was everything. So getting to be like in a show like that, and especially having such a fun role, like being the mean girl, getting to create, basically, Hazel was Harley Quinn, the most Disney version of Harley Quinn that I could do. So it's like, this is a dream. It was so fun. I love it.
That is so cool. So in terms of what you're doing now,
yes,
you just launched a podcast with Brizzy Voices.
I did.
And why don't you, I want to know, what is your favorite aspect of the podcast realm?
Well, it's such a new realm for both of us to be in, but it's something that just made sense for both of us as friends, and, you know, we're voice actors, we love listening to podcasts, so doing a podcast with Brizzy, it just was like, of course we should do it. Our podcast is called Fantastic Geeks, and where to find them It's about all the nerdy type TV shows, movies, books, like everything in pop culture that revolves around that sort of like fangirl atmosphere. And we also, it's interesting because a lot of geeky podcasts that exist already, they pick apart a lot of things instead of celebrating what they love about like the shows or the movies or the things that they like. And sometimes as just a person in fan culture, it can be a lot. You're like, do you like this thing? like for example, with the new Last Jedi movie, so many people were just like hating on it. I'm like, are you a Star Wars fan? Like, this is another Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it was incredible, by the way.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So it's like, we want to celebrate it. We want to have fun in this space. We don't want to pick apart the space. We want to have fun in it. And so my favorite part of doing that is just sitting down with Brizzy and sorting characters into Hogwarts houses. Is like, we're taking different fandoms and putting them together and like looking into different characters, relationships, playing games like Kiss, Marry, Kill, Would You Rather, and dueling and debating topics in the fandom. It's great. I get to sit down with my best friend and just talk and nerd out. What is better than that?
Nothing.
That's what we're doing right now.
Exactly. And I really enjoy the celebration aspect of things. I'm of the same mentality of like, it's a new Star Wars movie. And I love Star Wars. Yeah. And I'm excited to be here.
Right. I feel like the excitement part of it has really left just the conversation lately, especially just with Twitter, because everyone they think that if you pick something apart, it makes you more intelligent, and they're afraid to like things, you know? And it's like, don't be afraid. Just like the thing.
Just like it.
Yeah, so it's very exciting.
That is very exciting. So before we move on to the Twitter round, I have a gift for you.
What?
For being on the show.
Oh, present time is like Christmas.
Cool.
Oh my gosh.
So
it's blue. I love the blue.
I do too.
It's the best. Blue is the best color, guys. It's TARDIS, Ravenclaw, lightsaber. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's a Harry Potter duck? This is the best thing I've ever seen. The Ducky Shallows?
Harry Ponder. So I found this on Amazon, and they have a ton of like different characters and celebrities. And I saw it, and I was like, "That's Tessa."
Celebrity ducks. This is great.
So if any of you are interested, I will be leaving an affiliate link in the description down below.
Oh my gosh.
And it does support the show, so if you decide to do that, that'd be great.
Oh my gosh, you need to get one. This is incredible. You need to have this in your bathtub or shower. This is so cool. I love this. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, I will treasure this duck.
All right, so moving on to the Twitter questions. First one is coming from Nicola. Nicola would like to know, if you could pick any animal as a pet, what would it be and why? And you know what? I'm gonna say you can have one like real life animal and one fictional.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, nice. Let's see. So, real animal would obviously be my cat, Luna. She is my child. She is my everything. Follow her on Instagram at WhiteLunaCat. I am her stage mother, her cat mother. She is just, I love her. But it's different because I've had cats in the past, but I have a connection with her. She is my familiar, my witch's cat. She is me sometimes. Like, I feel like we are the same. And I have her paw print tattooed on my body, so we are forever bonded. I am a crazy cat lady, and I love her. So, crazy cat lady, gonna choose her. As a mystical fantasy character, I mean,
there are so many good ones.
I know. Personally, I was just talking to Brizzy about this, that my mystical animal of choice would be a phoenix. Because they're low maintenance, you know, you don't have to worry about them like dying because they die and come back to life, that's their thing. And they just they get to be reborn every once in a while, and you get to live those cute baby years. You know when you have like a little kitten and you love that kitten and then it turns into a cat and then you're like, oh, I miss those kitten years. You get to have the kitten years over and over again. So I would have Phoenix.
That is a very solid answer. I might have to go with a Tauntaun from Star Wars. They're so dumb, and I love them.
Steady. Great.
That's so great. I'm just like picturing a tauntaun like in your life, just like riding it around, just like bringing it to parties. You're just like, oh, he's fine. He's fine.
It's the dumbest creature from Star Wars, and I am obsessed with them.
That's great. That's a great answer. I love that.
So, all right, moving on to the next question. Sarah Sneak, hey, how's it going? We know you. If you were given a chance to live in a decade of your choice, what would it be and why?
That is a hard question because there's so many different aspects of different times, as we know from watching Doctor Who. That's like that was immediately what my mind thought of. I'm like, ooh, if I was in a TARDIS, where would I go? Probably I would want to stay in this timeline and this time period, zone, decade, because I need the internet. Like, it's one of those things where I cannot picture my life functioning, my job functioning, myself functioning without the internet. Like, I love it too much. Even sometimes when I take breaks, like after a week break, I'm like, oh, thank God.
I'm back. I'm
back, guys. Thank God. Because it's everyone's connected. I have friends. I have like conversations. It's my people. My people I live on the internet. The internet is everything. So without that, it would be hard.
Yeah.
So I think I need it. But I don't know about who knows in the future. Maybe it's even better. So, but maybe it's not. So I don't want to risk that either. So maybe we'll just stay right here.
Just stay put.
Just stay put, because the future is like cool, but also terrifying. You know?
Exactly.
So we don't know what those. The only person who knows about the robots is Elon Musk, and he seems like, you know, we should be careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too stoked about AI, for sure.
It's scary. Just watching Black Mirror episodes alone, you're like, whoa, okay.
And final question, Andrew would like to know, what is your favorite musical?
That's such a hard question too. These are very good questions. Well, I mean, I have to say Billy Elliot because I was in it, so like I was a part of it. But besides that, I probably have two. Probably my favorite musical of all time would be Rent by Jonathan Larson, because it was such an influence on me growing up and discovering musicals and entertainment and Broadway for the first time. That happened to me in high school, is when I saw the movie, I saw the musical, I read the book. It was my first real like obsession other than Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So it was special, and it was something that I was sharing with other people as well, because like my theater department, we all really loved it. So it will always be really special to me. And then the other would be Hamilton, just because Lin-Manuel is my hero for life, and he is everything. And just to think that could come from the brain of a human, that it's insane.
It's an anomaly.
Inspiring. It's art. It's beautiful, and like seeing it in person, like it was unlike any experience I've ever had. It was the best experience I've had watching theater ever. So it was amazing.
It's truly remarkable.
Right.
Like anybody, even if people don't like Broadway, they love Hamilton.
Exactly.
It's insane.
It is. It's like a cultural like landmark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things where people are gonna be like, oh, this was like really great for our time. Like this really showed, because it was showing things in the past, but how it can relate to our time now, and how we should learn from that, and how it's so needed and necessary and wonderful. So, all
right, thank you so much, Tessa, for being on the show. I really enjoyed having you.
Yay.
If people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on the internet at Tessa Netting on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all the things. You can follow our new podcast at Fantastic Geeks. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you can get podcasts. And I have a show on Facebook called Me Watching as well. So YouTube, Facebook, podcasts.
All of that will be in the description down below. Hit me up on social media at JamesChats if you want to submit questions for future episodes and to know who's going to be on the show. Thank you again, and subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff.
All the things.
And I'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah!